I just heard a podcast between Alex Hormozi and Lewis Ho at the School of Greatness. When Lewis asking Alex, what must people do today to start their business? The answer of Alex is one word: fear. Fear is the foundation of every single block that stops us to coming from a next level of us. Fear is the number one reason why people fail in life, fail in business, fail in love. And most of us, we don't even know if we have fear. Where is our fear coming from? Fear is not coming from danger. Fear coming from conditionings. It's Kim again. Welcome to 7 Minutes with Kim Book, the place where I walk my journey, go from fear to freedom. And let's walk this journey and grow out together. Today's topic, we're gonna talk about fear, which is, I'll call it a silent killer of all dreamer. A baby, they don't fear to dream, they don't care to try, they fail when they step up. But fear is something we learn over time. We learn fear from parents, school, failure, from shame, from punishment, from rejections. Fear comes to protect us, being vulnerable. But over time, fear becomes your prison. You carry the fear from your past when you fail at something and you bring it all the way to your future. My first came into Canada in 2020. I have no plans. I have no friends. I have no connections. Exactly that when I'm coming to Canada. I just know that I'm coming there. But right when I opened my first restaurant, fear became my daily partner. I'm fear from having not enough money. I'm fear of disappointing my customer. So I'm gonna be humiliated with my family and my friend in Vietnam. They're gonna mocking me that, why you don't stay in Vietnam? Why you come into Canada to deserve all of those miserable moments? Are you crazy? Then when I start chemical pack, the fear follow me. So if nobody buying the product, I'm gonna feel I'm not good enough for product. My price is too high. When the customer reject chemical pack, I'm gonna keep asking myself like, what if the delivery not perfect, packaging is not good, and not gonna fit? I'm afraid of everything that might happen. Until 2024, I start to go deep inside myself and I start to learn that part. And I noticed that the fear is not coming from the outside. It's just I afraid of me. I expect me to be perfect because that's what I think. People expect me to be perfect. So the fear just coming bigger and bigger and bigger. And if I'm not be able to solve these things, I'm gonna die before we arrive to our destination and bring the entire team to destinations. So that moment, I was just digging every single book and philosophy and people and mentor to be able asking the question, what is fear? Where is my fear coming from? And how to solve it? And then I hit to one sentence of Bob Proctor. Fear and faith, they are coming from an image that you cannot see. Whether you want to choose fear or faith, fear will lead into the miserable moment, and faith is gonna lead you to the most happiness moment. But both of them, you cannot see it. You just feel it. So the question for yourself is, you choose to fear or you choose to faith. And that sentence is changed my entire way of doing business. That day I make the decision. Fear is the wall that I know I have to break through. Let's move to number 2. Where's fear coming from? Fear not coming from danger. Fear in our society right now, it's coming from our past, from our memory. It's coming from the conditions. It is the emotional echo from your childhood. Because your brain is learning fear. They will prevent you to doing that because they were telling you that if you're doing that again and then you fail, it's not safe. Stay here. It's safer. Let me break down 5 types of fear. Fear of failure. Fear of failure is coming from your childhood shame. If you used to fail in the past, you're afraid you're gonna fail again. Fear of judgment. It's coming from school and social pressure. Fear of rejection. You are afraid that you're gonna be able to become a family humiliates. Family expectation for you too high and then you cannot meet that. Fear of losing everything. Fear of losing everything is coming from the human nature. We are always living survival mode. We cannot lose. If you have nothing in hands, you will not have fear. That's why kids don't have fear, because they have nothing. And the last piece of fear is your fear of disappointment of others. That's why you rather not doing it and you're gonna say, I cannot, in order for you to not disappoint your beloved one, until you start to make a decision to rewrite your fear into something else. It's gonna repeat exactly the same loop, and you're gonna stay exactly like this place another year from now. Let's move to the last piece of this fear. What is the difference between fear and faith? Bob Proctor, he was saying that faith and fear are belief in something you cannot see. You choose. Fear gonna bring you to the imagination of the worst thing gonna happen. And faith gonna bring you to the image of the best thing gonna happen. The same brains. One build you present, one build you future. Which one you gonna choose is your choice. So next time when your fear showing up to your life, asking yourself, where is this fear coming from? Is this fear coming here to protect me, to keep me safe? Or it prevent me to become somebody I always want to be? Faith and fear are both invisible image you build in your mind. You choose to build your own present or your future. Okay, that's all for today. Share this video if you feel like you want to share it with any of your friends who have always just stuck in a place because they fear of something. Just share with them, because you might be able to help them in the next journey. Bye for now, but remember to follow me and let's grow old together. Bye.